Nigerian students have been asked to sign undertaking.
To what?
That they will never partake in protest. I mean, these are the handiworks of your president, Tinubu.
Tinubu is always know how to suppress people. Does that mean? Most opposition will join them, suppress them. I go oppose you. I go carry AFCC against you, they join me. Maybe say they're supposed to join me.
Yeah, but Mr. Bond, even under the military, the military did not command or instruct the students to write undertaking. So is Tinubu worse than the military?
So the Tinubu is worse than the military government. Military government, do you ever buy fuel the way we buy? Or we suffer the way we suffer? The military government, where they point corn for people. Order to order. Order. Do you ever see us buy fuel the way we buy? Or suffer the way we suffer in Nigeria? For military? Eh? Military, even though they get power of military, command and command, you see have mercy. You see have compassion. Abi? Yeah, anybody will say suffer in this country for military rule. Where is it? Eh? Nobody suffer for military rule. Military was fair. Work in discipline, they bring work in discipline. Everybody was living. We are marrying wife. We are building houses that time. Things were boom in Nigeria. Children were going to school. We were going to school everywhere. And people were making graduation. When you graduate, military give you what? They give you house. They give you a conditioned house, a conditioned office, a conditioned home. That military was giving. See my democracy, what you have to fight for. Who get access to have a job with house, a conditioned house, a conditioned car, a conditioned office. So military is far fair than what that this man sit down and say this is a Tinubu.
Mr. Obong, are you telling me now that you agree with the northern students who are asking the military to take over?
100% agree.
Military should come.
Who fight for democracy? It was not the North that fight it. Now the East fight it. Now you don't fight it. They take it now. Since they take it, what? They honor their ancestors. Say, MKO, who died for treason? Fight for democracy. He died for treason. He didn't fight for democracy. So military was the very best. Since Yoruba said they can do it well than military. And they took over. What happened? Since 1999 now, where are you? You need to understand what is going on. You cannot rule. You must know what you know how to do. Understand me? That's my facts. Everybody function with one way they can know. I function in what I can do. Abi? They say Calabar do ask girl, Abi? Ask boy, Abi? If they enter the house, they do ask boy. You go see neat, clean. They ask me, Abi? They say they are cook. If you go cook, eat the best food. Abi? They cook the best decent food because that is what they know how to do.
Okay, the Calabar are very good in the other room.
In the other room, they take care of, they cook their food very neat, cook the food very sweet, and they clean the house.
They should leave that one for the Calabar.
Yes, they know how to do it. If a man say good for business, if you go see, if you run a Nagboro, you will be president. Nagboro you be. You don't know what I'm talking about. No one you know how to do well.
That is not a good thing.
Listen to me.
Agbero is not a good thing.
Listen to me. They say it's a good thing to them. Eh? A man of Yoruba don't tell me say, when I challenge him, he said I'm in son will come beat me in Agboro. You know the police he called for me. He called in son for me in Agboro. So Agboro be your God. You know how to do Agboro. You know how to do. The man know how to do as boy. Do as can they do them well. You man know how to work. Know how to sell market. Sell them well. Asa know how to work. You see what Asa do? They farm well. You know how to do Agboro. Go to Agboro and do Agboro. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It is what you know how to do best. Well, for power of nation of what Nigerian, you might always be opposition now what? Now people do then be opposition. And then always they attack opposition. Right from beginning. Is it not so? So now, when we balance it well, what you know how to do it well. Carry capital from Calabar and Agboro. They carry them come out from Calabar. Trying to become Nigerian president, and then they drag pass. And then they protest. And then they fight. And then they bribe. Abi? So what do you know how to do well? You know how to do Agboro? Very well. Do it well. Don't go and say I want to become president. Tinubu said nobody should beg him.
Okay, who knows how to do president very
well? That is it. The make. People know how to do president well. Now the make. The people that submit to God. Who are ready to serve humanity and love them. And that's people that have managed to be a covered president. No be you. You need Agboro.
What about Obasanjo?
Obasanjo is still not Agboro.
Obasanjo is the best president ever.
How will he be the best president? Go kill the just to solve the problem. Cannot solve. You need the problem to Yaraba. Nobody like go solve the problem of Nayarita. You give them amnesty. You go kill them. Now Agboro be that. Agboro can't be that. To solve problem now, the person just drop it. He walk away. Plane crash every day. Plane crash. Now, woman being with that. You hear plane crash again? You don't die since passenger the power. These are the people we are talking about. You must know what you know how to do well. And God, when we say political science, you must read the science. They said, science, you must read that science. They say accountant, they go to ICANN, ICANN resort, You must develop yourself in what you know how to read.
So are you saying now that in Yoruba, there are no meek, there are no people that
they're no meek.
What about the Igbo?
They're meek. Igbo the same thing. At least you know how to sell market. You know be meek.
So, are you saying the Igbos cannot provide someone that will be a good president?
Listen to me. Igbo man, whenever you give them money, they do what? They sell without fearing God. That's the problem there. Maybe selling market is the wrong thing. But you sell it without command the knowledge of God and the fear of God inside you and just sell market. Maybe them sell minister for a period of 16 years and crop top to open belly for street. That they don't come up from God's side with that. Now market finish you. This is you need to understand. So if I talk to you as a wise man, I don't talk to you as a foolish man. Yoruba God is always to get meek, to be get pastors, but they allow their ego to overpower them. There's a meek inside them, but they cannot allow it to show. Agboro show. Agboro show.
But I hope Yoruba pastors are not Agboro.
Listen to me. Listen to me. If it's not be Agboro, it's hypocrite. Yoruba pastor is hypocrite. You don't be Agboro, but you are hypocrite. Now you don't come up for Agboro because you are a Christian. Now become hypocrite. Now hypocrite you be now. All the Yoruba pastor who condemn government and do all what they can. Now they're supposed to food for them now because their members are suffering. They try to help their member, but they know. See, listen to me. Some churches of Yoruba they try to help member, but it's not easy for them. God government could have helped too. But now they don't come out and tell Tinubu say, our son, do like this. They go becoming hypocrite. The act move here. They carry come with body. They be pastor. Where they be pastor of Yoruba. They don't come out. They are hypocrite. So you want to become hypocrite. Now them for carry flag. No, we don't need this kind of government. This is not what you tell us. They tell their brother. Their brother go say, okay, since our pastors can advise us like this, let us turn back.
What's the way forward?
What's the way forward? It's me.
You.
Who talk now? You have this kind of idea.
Wait, you're good in house boy.
I'm coming.
That's all you're good at.
I'm coming. I have meek. If I good in house boy, I'm caring for people. I have meek. I'm caring for my master. I have meek. Is that me? I'm coming. Let me explain to you. Anybody will submit to person and serve person. The first arrogant in heaven was Satan. He started to tell God, I'm going to sit down in your throne. You know, surrender to the master.
Mr. Obong,
you need to understand.
Tell me about Akpabio.
Akpabio.
Is Akpabio a meek man?
Now you come. That Akpabio now. That Akpabio now. He was adopted by who? Tinubu. He become Tinubu boy.
Okay, so Calabar man will start behaving like a master.
He become master to what? A servant to what? Tinubu. He dropped the character of his forefather. He now call the character of Agboro. He now sit down and say, may they go chop, may people go to protest. He dropped his character in his forefather character. Understand me? So the meek can deliver, not the arrogance. Yeah, so that's what we are talking about. If the meek come down, if Tinubu said okay now, as it is now, the Nigeria is so terrible now. He now said okay, let me just even hear from people. You don't want to hear from people. That's a meek. Let me hear from people. After all, I get money. What thing I want in this world? If people say make I help them now. That's where he have a sense, conscience to return back to life. But now I'll be president. Nothing but this is what Agboro is not meek. Understand me? A seller of doom, like the man who sell for dubious character, is not a meek. This is why Igbo rule no way, outside rule no way, Yoruba rule no way. So a meek is coming from me. I love you. I care for you. I can tell you what is going on.
Are you campaigning?
I'm telling you, hi.
Are you campaigning?
I who I am. I'm a meek. What I take, the knowledge I get now, they don't get it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bo.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Nee.
Yes,
Thank you for having me.
there's a surprising and a shocking news coming from the Federal University of Nigeria. There's a circular telling all the students to sign on a ticket that they will never partake in protests going forward under this administration of Tinubu. Mr. Matthew, are we truly under democracy? Because I don't understand. Why is the university telling the students to sign on that ticket not to partake in protests?
To be quite honest with you, it is novel. And I think we will not stop seeing surprising in this under this administration. Don't forget that we have raised the alarm before now that Nigeria is under serious, our democracy is under serious threat. And I think it is another aspect of it. Because however I look at it, we are seeing threats in trying to gag the press at the point. We are seeing threats of gagging Nigerians. This time around, the attention has been shifted to the students of tertiary institutions in Nigeria. For me, I think it's a misnomer. And I think it is high time the students rise to the occasion and drag the school authorities to court. Because the issue is this. It's not just for the sake of this protest. They are trying to set a bad precedent that is not going to do anybody any good in the near future. Tinubu is the president today. Tinubu will not be president of Nigeria forever. Next 4 years, 5 years, 8 years, 6 years, as the case may be, you have another person as the president. So it's a bad president they are setting, and I don't think it's something we should allow to stand. For me, it's a misnomer. It's an undemocratic move. It's tyrannical in nature, and it is trying to gag people from exercising their rights. To be quite honest with you, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria gives Nigerians the right of peaceful protest. We are looking at Section 40 of 1999 Constitution as amended that gives Nigerians the right of peaceful protest. Nobody is calling for violent protest. Nobody is saying anybody should embark on violent protest or wanton destruction of lives and property. But it is misnomer where you start seeing government institutions, start seeing government personalities trying to gag Nigerians. And I think they are taking it to another level now, a higher level for that matter. I think it's bad because they know the impact and numerical strength of Nigerian students. That's why they are going that extreme. But for me, I think the students should resist it.
Mr. Matthew, don't forget that it is through this same studio unionism that the very famous Showore became prominent. And there are so many Nigerian leaders who became prominent due to student unionism. This clampdown by President Tinubu is unprecedented and it's unacceptable. But so many people are saying that Tinubu is afraid because of what is going on in Bangladesh. Don't forget the uprising that we have in Bangladesh that has led to the eviction of the Prime Minister was charged by the students of Bangladesh. Could it be why Tinubu is afraid? Maybe the students very soon will rise against him.
It may not be uncorrected. Because however I look at it, I think what a Tinubu should have done is to preoccupy himself with how to find solution to the myriad of challenges Nigerians are facing, rather than chasing shadow. As a person, I see Tinubu as chasing shadow because I took time to go through his broadcast the other day. I think there was another address of the nation yesterday or so. You see that the president is shying away from the epicenter of the crisis, from the epicenter of the problem. He's not addressing the issue. The issue is one, there's hunger in the land. And to answer our question directly, it is the president is actually afraid of what could happen if the students file out on the streets to demand for good governance. And I think he's taking cue from what is happening elsewhere in the world. But the only way and the appropriate way to address it, to stop it, is to address the concern of Nigerians. We have seen the issue of insecurity, and it is understandable that issue of food inflation, scarcity of food is tied to insecurity. And look at in all the address of Mr. President, the national broadcast, the one he did yesterday, he never talk of he didn't talk of how he hoped to address the issue of insecurity. People in Benue can no longer go to farm. Benue is the back food of the nation. The issue of insecurity that has to do with the Fulani herdsmen is already going into the southern part of the country. In some part of Delta State, people can no longer go to farming communities. These are the areas people wanted Tinubu to address. Tinubu, by all standards, is the president and the commander of the armed forces. And that position, that he has sworn an oath to defend the life and property of Nigerians. And you can see Nigerians at the mercy of bandits, non-state actors, Boko Haram, Iswap, Fulani headers. And you have a president who sits at the comfort of the Asu Rock and telling us, be patient. And be patient, nobody saying it's wrong to be patient anyway, but he is not touching on the very issue that people are raising, which is insecurity. He has said there is a 150 window period within which they will relax import duty on grains. Yes, but how do you hope to cultivate locally if people cannot access their farm? and he's not addressing it. I hope Mr. President will hear this, and if it is a mistake he's making or his attention is not being drawn to the area of fighting insecurity, I think Mr. President should give it a priority attention.
Finally, Mr. Matthew, so many people are saying that the president have lost touch with the people in the country. Yesterday, there was so much commotion about the press media, about the speech of the president that he released on Sunday, because Bayo Onanuga once again came out to disgrace the president. Mr. Matthew, finally, do you think there's a way forward with this president? Do you think people should still have faith in this president?
To be quite honest with you, if you continue the same, you cannot continue doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. As long as the president continue in this trajectory of not hitting the nail on the head, of not addressing issue raised, of not addressing the fundamentals, I must tell you that it is no rocket science. There is no solution in the direction he's facing. That notwithstanding, he have ample opportunity. He's still in the saddle. He can turn around and face the issue. I've said it here, and I'm going to emphasize again, because the issue of insecurity and welfare of Nigerians cannot be overemphasized. Because the constitution is very careful when it chooses to say the welfare of Nigerians and their security shall be the primary purpose of governance. I think any government that is taking their attention away from those two cardinal areas is not a serious government. So for me, if Tinubu can turn around and look at the welfare of Nigerians and their security, I think Nigerians would keep their hope in him. Otherwise, in 2027, Tinubu should forget about coming back.
Thank you very much for that intelligent submission, Mr. Matthew.
Thank you for having me.
Mr. Obon, Mr. Christian,
Morning.
There's a new development, a shocking one indeed. The universities of Nigeria are now instructing all the students to sign on undertaking. I mean, a circular was going around today in University of Benin, commanding the students not to partake in the protest or they forfeit their certificates. And then some people are saying that this is a show of fear from the president. I haven't seen what happened in Bangladesh, because the uprising we have in Bangladesh, I mean, you know, it's been led by the students. And Mr. Christian, are we still in democracy? And what's the way out?
There's no way out. I always say that. But this is state capture. This is what we call state capture. If you understand what state capture is, everybody is being gagged.
Even the students
They are threatening students.
who are supposed to be the future of tomorrow.
We are not future of tomorrow. It is the politicians and their children that are future of tomorrow. Nigerians are not future of tomorrow. Consistently, when you look at it, those that have been at the realm of power are those that are there now. Are those that are there now. Those that have been there consistently since 1960. Look at them. Buhari said not too young to rule. Not too young to rule is not your children, no, if you're a poor man or you're the masses. Not too young to rule is the children of the privileged. They are young children. Somebody was telling us that the chairman of a local government is a young man. Who is his father? Is his father not a politician or not privileged? So all these are the seats. This is state capture. I want to talk about state capture. We are talking about the fact that you put fear into the minds of everybody not to do what is needed. I told somebody my child will not go to university in Nigeria because universities education in Nigeria, especially in Nigeria, is a scam. Yeah, especially what religion has done and what our education is doing is making Nigerian students become puppet. They cannot go. Most of our students are brilliant. They stay out of Nigeria because the system here, we are unproductive. I don't blame those lecturers because there's a word I want to use. I will not use that word. Let me not abuse them. But nobody send them. They are inconsequential. I will not allow my child to go to a Unibed whereby we have a lecturer that is suppressing his rights. A lecturer that is a coward because of wanting to please a political dynasty, telling students to sign an undertaking not to protest. Does that make sense? So what are they teaching them in that school? That's why when you go on the street today, on the street, go and do interview, students, our young people, you will see what the community has from their mind. Just know that they're empty. Graduate or BSc, you see how empty Nigerian students are. Go on the street and do an interview, vox pop, ask them about the state of the country. These are the people that go through all this ivory tower UI, Uni-Ilorin, University of Ibadan, Unilag. At the end of the day, there's nothing to show of it. There's no content. They are just useless. Any student that gets first class or that is useful to society, that person is his personal discipline. Oh. Personal discipline, or the family has a discipline they give the child. Any student that the school environment will not make you become better. Even in Unilag, forget all those things. Those students you see, study their lifestyle. It is a personal thing. It's not what the school instilled on them. The school is just name. So I don't send them. They know, let them continue what they are doing. At the end of the day, they are destroying the rich men. They take their children to specific schools. They will not, if rich men had their children in such schools, they will not do the same thing. With all these politicians, no, it's the poor children. Stop them from protesting. Don't allow them protest. Someone are taking. You are threatening students. You are threatening students. Lecturers that see. Some of these I don't like talking about it because Nigeria, we are moving towards regionalism. Whatever we are doing, we are moving towards a point whereby the revolution that will come from every corner will just balkanize Nigeria. Any other question?
Well, let me end this one.